Here on an undisclosed location with a special guest as we're getting ready to review a recent manga release from Kodama. Of course, I'm talking about me and the alien MuMu. So I brought an expert on the field, ignore the rain, and we're gonna talk about this book together, I think. So do tell me, what is it about me and the alien MuMu that you think is really cool? So he's not cooperating. So instead, we're gonna go back to home base and actually talk a little bit about me and the alien MuMu. Me and the Alien MuMu. This is a sci-fi seinen manga that's written and illustrated by Hiroki Miyashita, and it started back in 2019. This is a series that blends absurd comedy with sci-fi concepts. Here we have the first two volumes I'd had of me and the alien MuMu. I was very much looking forward to reading this. I had seen the anime adaptation. This is my very first time checking out a Kodama licensed book, and I am pleasantly surprised. This is a fantastic little story of a orange tabby cat that is really an alien, and he's traveling from his destroyed home world after this galactic civil war, and now he is looking to investigate on the lowest tech possible, which happens to be human home appliances. And he's going to learn about all these technological wonders that we have so that he could implement it with the rest of his buddies up in space and rebuild his society. Unfortunately for them, they lost all of their scientists, philosophers, all the arts and crafts and all that wonderful stuff, and it's just the grunts that are running the show, which I guess is a parallel for, a cautionary tale of what can happen in real life for us humans. So at the start of the series, we have MuMu hanging around with Sakurako because MuMu's ship crash lands into Sakurako's dorm. She is a freshman at college and has a lot of social anxiety, trying to fit in, understand her surroundings, and I get it. I've been there. College can be extremely frightening if you don't know what the hell you're doing and you aren't one of the popular kids from high school that has that confidence going in to the next level. If you're not one of those kids, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble for a little bit until you find your footing. And it's under those extreme circumstances that we have me and my alien MuMu as a tale of growing up, finding your self-worth and identity, and becoming friends with the unlikeliest of people that you might have assumed are weird or not worth your time, but actually end up becoming your friends under weird circumstances, of course. Now, some of the fun things you can expect in this manga, of course, is the fantastic artwork. This is from the same creator that did Yakuza Reincarnation, which happens to be one of my favorite modern isekai. I think that one's a lot of fun, and this has just the right amount of charm and craziness with some wild visuals. I love the idea of making cats the alien visitors. That is just perfect. There is a lot of attention to detail when it comes to the home appliances and the science behind how everything works. So this, if you enjoy things like Dr. Stone, this could be quite educational for people to learn about science and technology. I thought that was really cool. When you get the diagrams and the explanations, there are a couple pages after each chapter, which has sort of like an essay on different technological moments in history and all that stuff, which I thought was really nice as well. The voice of MuMu and the interactions with his new female human friend are quite spectacular and silly at the same time. In the craziness of him not understanding anything about how humans work comes a sincere admiration and friendship as the series progresses. Obviously, when other cats show up, you realize that MuMu's special, unlike the other ones that are a little bit meaner, gruffer, not necessarily sharing the same sentiment as MuMu, wanting to be friends with the humans. But it is through that interaction that maybe the aliens will also try to change, along with the humans seeing the relationship between the cat and Sakurako. Maybe they will open up to each other as well. And I think at the heart of it, that's the goal of this series, a charming coming-of-age story with zany concepts, with a sci-fi twist, and with a love of just fun storytelling. Of course, I only have the first 2 volumes here, but I'm very much looking forward to reading more of these crazy adventures. And if you haven't, do check out the anime adaptation as well. I think it does a really fun job of capturing the spirit of the story. But you can't beat that artwork, which just looks fantastic. I love the cartoonish, exaggerated expressions like I mentioned earlier, and the heavy inks and stylized designs for the cats and the human characters make it for a very appealing, wonderful story. I think that covers everything. So there you go, Me and the Alien MuMu. Kodama, good job. I want to read more. I'm going to go check out volume 3 when that drops.